Just how I remember you, counting your money.
Hey, how are you, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
12 gauge slugs. I don't need
Is that a
slugs.
toy?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's really... they got it painted up to make it look like a kid's toy.
I know, it looks freaking awesome.
That's weird.
Oh, it's empty. You know.
Yeah, don't leave that loaded around Arnie.
Yeah.
Right? They might try to kill everybody.
Oh, that's wicked
I come
looking.
here one time, there was a loaded 22 here.
I like that this one's got electrician's tape holding the barrel together.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's nice. I bought one.
What do you mean you can't find a gun?
Can't find it because when I went to the desert, the wife told me to put it away where nobody could find it. No, I can't even find it.
Oh, it's at your house hidden
At my
somewhere.
house hidden someplace.
You know you got too much junk when you can't find your
I
gun.
know, that's the trouble.
I'm not pointing any fingers, trust me.
Yeah,
Who am I?
like, really?
Boy, for some reason, it sure feels like they cheapened that up, didn't it?
1865. Wow.
Feel that thing.
Yeah.
Again, it feels like a child's toy.
Little 22.
I know, but still, it just
I know, it looks
It'll
like
it just feels
It'll
like it
still hurt.
Oh, yeah.
hurt. Yeah, you weren't kidding.
No, sting just those.
Yeah, just stay a little bit. One day, I was at my house on 64 over there, and here comes a fairly young guy. He come walking. It's like middle of winter. He comes walking the road, no shirt on. He had a T-shirt on. And he's like,
And you're way out in the sticks, aren't you?
"Oh, we're on the sticks." Well, here, him and another guy having a drug transaction back in the woods back there.
Oh, really?
And they got pissed off at each other, and the guy said, we start shooting at him, and he comes running through the woods, comes to my house, and he had a freaking hole in his arm right here. Like, dude, what the hell happened to you? Oh, I fell down and I hurt it. Who's like that? So I went next door to the tavern, and that guy got pissed off at me because I told him to go call the cops. No, he wouldn't do it. Like, really? So finally, then his girlfriend came.
Did you call the cops?
Yeah, finally, like, what the hell?
The guy drops dead out there. It looks bad on you.
Yeah, I know. He could have dropped dead in the woods. I never found him. He was. He ran into the woods. He didn't even know where he was. Well,
That's a
he was duped up.
that's a pretty outrageous story. I got to give you maybe an 8 or a 9 on that
He
one.
was duped up anyhow.
Nice. These are tough machines. That's kind of a sleeper. Kind of looks like a student violin. It's older, but I don't think it's... Trying to see in the F holes there if I can read anything in there. I don't think it's anything special. Looks like a cheap student's violin from the 70s. What is going on there? Nice pulley. Industrial farm.
What is this one? I got one of these at home. Oh, it's a 726. I got a Marks 333. It's right on the front.
You know,
It looks like this.
this is a tether point. It's got a real motor in it.
Yeah, it sure does.
It's a Tester's.
That's no window.
Can't believe it's not all crashed up, man. I never had one that wasn't crashed. We played with them until we crashed them.
Oh yeah, I know.
Or until the motors crapped out.
They
Usually,
crapped out, yeah.
usually that wasn't the case, so.
Yeah. That's a heavy duty one there, I'll tell you. Oh, there's the bottom part. I didn't even look at the bottom.
The Lionel Corporation.
Lionel, mine's a Marks, the one I have.
They're not as good. They're not as desirable as these,
Yeah,
but they can still be O gauge.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, Mark's
looked
the
it up.
American Flyer, and you had these.
I looked it up. It's like anywhere from $50 to $150 depending on.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're very collectible.
It might be a
Oh,
different
what's
Jimmy
this?
man.
Is that all wood? It's all wooden.
Wooden one.
Oh, that's kind of wild.
When he got slammed by the
What was it? I have no clue.
No idea.
whatever the hell it
Certainly,
was.
I think they tried to make a 56, 57 Chevy front end out of that.
Looks like it, yeah.
It's a really old picture. These are really good inventory.
I had like 25.
Hmm.
I had like 25 of them damn things from 1955.
Military.
And I was saving them. Those are worth a lot of money now.
Military what?
If you tell me where they went, I would know, but I don't know where the hell they went. And nobody knows where they went.
That's like my clean order. How much you gave the kids all of my baseball? My nieces all their baseball.
Much for markings.
Yeah.
It's old.
What'd you give them all them for?
Well, I didn't know any better.
Yep.
Check that out.
What the hell is it? It's green, it's military. What the hell?
Oh, that doesn't go with that. No wonder it looks weird.
Let's see this. It's only part of it though. I think it's a lighter kit.
A what kit?
A lighter.
Yeah, like you strike it on a flint and
Like a trench lighter or something. There's parts missing.
it's old. I mean, guess it's World War II-ish.
Yeah, I would say at least. But there's parts missing.
Yeah.
See, there should have been a little can in here with fluid in it, and then this thing, and then something else.
Probably would have had a flint and a striker and
What is it? What was it? Oh, is that what it is?
It says G Appeal, APPEL, 1937.
37. That's World War II.
well, a little bit earlier, but pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Pretty close. We'll take it
That was in there.
as a good guess.
Yeah, good guess, yeah.
Careful hero. I'm not one of them yet.
China. There we go. What's the tariff on this thing? There we go. You know what to do with these things.
I don't know. It changes every couple days, so
But you have to pay for your coffee.
What do you do with these things? You know what they do with them things?
You bend them and make coat racks out of them.
No.
So you put them in cement pumpkins
No.
for your stem.
You forge them and this is the handle and make a knife out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Extend it out this long. Nice knife.
Pretty heavy hand.
That's for sure. For me, it's you did it all. Driveways are like this.
barcode. Well, they do a really good job making these look antique until you roll them and see the barcode on it, right? Nice. Well, that looks to me like an old barbed wire stretcher. Run your wire through whatever slot works and start pulling wire, making your fences. That's cool. That's great. That's old. Try to buy those. What's this? Looks like a Griswold. It is. Griswold. Chicken header cutter offer.
305 degrees, $2.99 quick shop.
Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, Deets. That's a pretty nice one. Gotta like that. It's a nice little level. Cherry wood, brass fittings. I got a lot of them, but they're good sellers. I like that crate too.
And the bottom doesn't have
Here's some beverage. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now there's a crate. Try to get that. Old cheese cask, somebody's got painted up. Big old beast. Bailey's. 1957. Nice little enamel. Well, there's a lot of thermometers at this sale. Whole box of traps. And another thermometer. Well, there were some big old mashers from back of the turn of the last century. Historical Society. Why would they be selling their stuff off? That's weird. Wow, hello, look at you, Mr. Curio Cabinet. I'm not a fan of shabby chic, but I like the way they did that one. I like the gray and the white. Glass seems real, not plexiglass. Oh, this is some really old photographs. Let's check them out. Oh yeah, that's old. Board on the back. Tinted. Looks cartoon-like. It's been so touched up. People love buying this stuff.
Add three with three, with three. I'll take $100. $100 and up. $100. $150. I'll take 125. 125, 125, 150, 150, 109, 150, 150, what do you think? Quickly, I gotta go. 150, 150, I got 125, 150, 150 out, 150 go.
Yeah, tables!
Now 75, 175, 70, you made a good bit of 160. 160, we got 150, 160, 150, 160, $160, 160, so $150. Number is 199 to buyer.
Can you even see me back here? All this stuff. Oh man, what a week. Got stuff unloaded from the auction. We got to get moving because there's a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff this week. Let me grab the camera. It'll probably be easier. I don't know if you remember seeing these at the auction. They're a little bit edgy. It's missing some symbols in there. This one's a Ludwig. It's a pretty good brand. It's old. Man, I wouldn't even know how to feature a guess on that. 50s, 60s maybe. And it's kind of edgy too. It's got a crack in it somewhere. Right there. But I can glue it and throw a clamp on it right here. There's the other spot. Needs a little love. Needs a little love. All right. Geez, I can't even move in here. I got this box of traps. Traps are not my favorite thing, but this box of traps was super cheap. I think I paid $8 for it. And this was in it, which when I looked at it, the thermometer was working. You can see where it broke. Somebody dropped the trap on it. So I'm less than thrilled about that, but I might have another piece of glass I can put on it. And Schmidt's Ballroom in Wausau has been around like forever, so as a local piece. And this is another one. I think it's a souvenir from Seattle. But thermometers, man, they're just super collectible. So this one here, this is old Blake and Lamb. And yeah, they're gross. And somebody took these and painted them. They were obviously using them as decorations. They're just wicked looking things. I'm not a fan of trapping animals. I'm not a fan of shooting animals. I'm not a fan of any of that. But this one is, yeah, these are the same brand. These are likely were hanging up on somebody's mantle by their fireplace. Most of the people I sell these to, they just end up being some kind of weird cabin decor. Let me get that out of the way. Then I got this. Not sure what kind of supply room would have had this, but it's kind of a cool wood plaque. You can see it's hand carved, hand painted. It's interesting. I bet you don't have one. You could have one if you want to buy it. Then there was this, God, this thing is a chunk of wood, man. Looks like it's for letters and bills and that sort of thing. Really primitive. It's a beast. It's cool, man. I love it. God, how distressed that old lumber is. It's crazy. Love it. And I know you're thinking, wow, cutting boards, how great. Well, I'll tell you what, Butcher Block sells like nuts. It sells like nuts, and people pay a fortune for it. And look at all the work in there. Those are all individual pieces of wood that are laminated together, and sanded, cut, and shaped for this. They'll sell. I'll make money. There was a flat of these. These are really old reels, probably 50s, maybe some are 60s. Yeah, great big giant block plane. Look at that beast. Thing's got to be 2 feet long. Somebody even put a eyelet on it because they obviously were hanging it on the wall. That's about as old as you'll probably find one. I got some other really cool planes too. So I bought out a Coke collection. I love collections. They did all the work for me, and I can go in one place and just buy just a ton of stuff. There's some good old signs. I don't know, it's probably $10 or $15 puzzle. Oh, it's never been opened. Seals are still on the side. Kind of a cool old Coke tin. Still in reasonably good shape. I don't know why this was in there, but with all the lamps I have in here, yeah, I can use another chimney. And there's some Coke collector plates and some kind of gift pack thing with popcorn that I'm sure would be highly recommended nobody ever eat at this point. This I really wanted to get because these old neon lights are really collectible and they really look cool. And I'll get to it another one. I got another one, but it turned out it's broken. Let me move this. So this is the other display I really wanted. So it's a Coke display. The bottles are not real, although they look like it. They're like commemorative bottles describing the year that this particular bottle would have been on a store shelf. And they're in chronological order from old to new. And well, if you see one of those bottles somewhere, that's from 1915. Grab it. It's worth a few bones. I thought that was kind of cute. And this is just an old Coke calendar full of nostalgic pictures. And so this is another neon. It's a bit older. It was on the wall. They couldn't tell me if it worked or not. Flip it over. There is no neon bulb. So I was less than happy about that. What I am going to do is I'm going to put a little rope light in there. And hopefully the battery operated works still work and it'll still be cool. But this is really, really weird. I think somebody made a homemade Coke clock. I don't know if you can imagine going through all this bother, but those look like chunks of old Coke cans. I don't know what those numbers off. Maybe they were actually off a clock or something else. But man, talk about a lot of bother. I would just probably go buy one. Paint it up like Coke colors, sort of. Crazy. But it was in the collection, and I thought, well, there's somebody out there, I guess, that probably want that. And then I got the old Coca-Cola. Signboard where you can change all the letters, all these broken chunks of letters stuck in there. I washed it off a little so I know it's not dirt. And I got this. Sneak it out. This is an old Kirkman, champion number 2. Somebody's got Miller High Life stickers glued on it. Not cool. Those are going to have to go. I don't think it's ever been lit. And the wick looks like new on it. And these things are worth a couple of bucks. I think the cheapest one I saw online was $75, and the most expensive one was $225. I guess I need to dive deeper to find out why, but I will do that. And then I got an embroidery. I'm really not into embroidery personally, but I had some really, really ancient picture frames that I took to a flea market last year. And I thought people were buying them for the frames. They were actually buying it for the embroidery that was in the frames. They go, no, we don't even want the frame. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It's a Victorian frame. It's cool. No, they just wanted the embroidery. And then this is a painting on velvet. And that's just come back into its own. These things are just so unbelievably collectible right now. God, this thing is really grubby. It was in an attic. I'm definitely going to need to go disinfect my fingers in a second. And finishing up on the Coke stuff. Got some pretty cool Coke signs. Pretty fun. It's a real old bottle right there, but this is Repop. You see it says 1993. And, yeah, 1993 is a long time ago already. Well, it doesn't seem like it to some of us. Yeah, so some of these are older than others. But I was really stoked to get this. So, it's a 1960s Coke crate. It's famous yellow. And they always tag these with the city they came from. On the inside. So, see, it says Chattanooga, 1966. So, this is from Tennessee. But the reason I bought it is it's got a Pepsi board in the bottom. It just cracks me up. Pepsi Cola from Gideon, Missouri, dated 6 of 74. And it's not even the same thickness, as you can see. So it rocks a little bit. But look at the job they did. I mean, it looks factory. I mean, they must have had a board that blew out and they took apart a Pepsi crate to complete a Coke crate. I just find that unbelievably cool. So I bought it. All right, a few more block planes. Look at the size of this beast. What a monster. It's an old Bailey. A Bailey number 7. Oh, cool. Let's look at some wood chunks in it. And then I got this 2-handled one. I've heard these called a number of things before, like it's a 2-man plane or it's a multiple handle plane. I don't know what's really correct, but clearly somebody took this one, cleaned it, painted it, varnished it. It's like a number 3. If I can hold still. I just can't read it. My eyeballs ain't as good as they used to be. And this came out of the same house too. So clearly they cleaned up this one. And part of their collection, again, they have methods of hanging these up for display pieces. Man, they sell great. They just sell great. So this is one of my favorite buys today. This is a Lionel. It's a die cast one. This thing weighs, man, could it weigh 10 pounds? It's really heavy. So it's a Berkshire 726. It's a 284. 284 refers to there's 2 wheels in the front truck. There's 8 in the center and there's 4 in the rear. No tender, just a locomotive. These are extremely collectible, and just a parts one will be worth $125. But I say there's a good chance this thing still works. Why wouldn't it? So I got to see if I can find a transformer around here and see if I can't light her up and see what happens. Because they're just worth more running. But man, what a great find. Oh, I just got an empty box here. Get rid of that. All right, this is cool. It's a local piece, and I bought it because the bottle is just mint. It's just really great shape. And it's an old Pay Brothers Alta Springs Company soda bottle from Gleason, which is, Jesus, 5 miles from where this sale was held. So this is super, super local, an old 7-ouncer. And that'll go on the rack with all my other cool bottles. This is a really old wrapped, these are all wrapped. Likely made in Germany. Doesn't, wait, there's something on the back. Let's see who made it. If I can flip it over with one hand. What does that say? Made in Germany, for the U.S. zone, so for U.S. market. And these were, like, a lot of them were reverse painted, which means they take the glass, or in this case, I think it is glass actually, and they paint from the rear. That way whatever sets on it can't possibly scratch it off. And that was the process back in the day. Pretty cool. And I love this basket. Look at all these glass doorknobs where they painted the wood grain on them. There's some old brass ones in there. Just a really good little box of old-time glass doorknobs. Super collectible. I sell these every week. And for a pair with the axle and the set screws, this exact one, $20. That's what I get for them online. So that's probably $150 little basket there that I think I probably paid $15 for. Awesome. So I know what you're all looking at this right now and you're going, okay, what's that? That's a really great question. What does it look like? Looks like a sock. Back in the day, when your socks got wet, you washed them. They got wet. Most of the socks, a lot of them, were made out of wool. You get wool wet and you dry it out, what happens to it? So while they're wet, they stretch them over. These are antique sock stretchers with holes drilled in them so air can get through and dry them. And they're extremely collectible, and they're very uncommon anymore. I never see these at sales, and who goes to more sales than me? I will probably gift these to my cousin because she makes socks by hand, just because she can. And to watch her do it is insane. She has this machine that's from the turn of the last century, and it's just crazy how this thing works. But this would probably go cool with her display, so I'll probably give that to her. And I bought some yardsticks, and so what? I mean, yardsticks are collectible, but anything that's fuel and oil, Sinclair, this is, I would guess, they didn't have the area code on there, so probably was 70s, I'm assuming. But I love that it has the Dino Sinclair logo on it. Let's grab some more stuff. Oh man, my light just went out. My ceiling light just blew out right over my head. So there are 3 glass shelves here for this curio, which I bought. You guys probably remember seeing it at the sale. I bought it for extremely cheap because 3 of the 4 legs were off. They were broke off. People got scared. So when I got home, I just slid it off the back of my pickup just to get the legs off the end of it and used my pickup truck tailgate for a workbench because it was really nice out yesterday. And I got my tools out and reshaped the legs and put new dowels in there and glued them all up. Got new screws and put them in there. And it's rock solid now. And There were no keys. I found the keys taped to the bottom. Nobody could get into it because it was locked and nobody knew where the keys were. So rolled the dice and it worked out that time. Love it. Somebody shabbied it, of course, but I just love the look of it. And I'll whip through the rest. So these are, well, first let's start with the Get Kissed box. This is rare. I almost never find these. I have two here. I have one up here. Get Kissed. And this one's a slightly different design. I'm not seeing a date on it anywhere, but like lettering on it inside. I think some of these, yeah, it's okay. It says Medford, Wisconsin, which is, probably 60 or 70 miles from here. But yeah, the graphics are pretty good. And what I liked about the old Get Kissed and the Sparkle Ups, they were hand painted on there back in the day. All right, you guys. I'm loading up my new curio cabinet. Love it. Fits great in here. Thanks a lot for coming along on this one. Hope to see you in the next video. You guys, find something cool and take it home and fix it up and keep it. It'll make you smile. See you next video. Thanks.